Should I just play some elevator music in the meantime? Just wait. Just
No,
get
I'm
some
back. I'm
waiting room
back.
music. No, oh, he's back. All right.
Hello, everyone. Sorry.
No worries. Just telling our lovely viewers.
Yeah.
We'll be speaking of a lot of Resident Evil stuff today.
Yeah, there is a lot of Resident Evil news, which I'm excited for. Who isn't?
Yeah. Do we want to save that for last, or do we want to jump right into it? Make like Philip DeFranco and just jump into it.
Jump into it. Yeah. Do you know, it's been one of those weeks. Jump in.
All right.
Go deep.
Well, we had a announcement yesterday, or I had a showcase, Resident Evil showcase of more gameplay and a new trailer. Let me just put the news up on the screen. One moment. Winfield, take it away.
Sorry, what am I looking
at? Tell the audience all about what we got yesterday with the showcase.
Oh, with the showcase. Sorry, I'm not with you at the moment.
Oh my god! All right. Well, we had a showcase yesterday, live on YouTube, of Resident Evil. The two creators spoke of when a new demo will be releasing. We have May 1st, I believe it was.
Yeah, it's on the PlayStation 4, I think that is.
On PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, PC, and Stadia as well.
Oh, so no Xbox. That sucks.
Actually, they might have said Xbox as well. I don't know. Wait, this new time. Oh no, it is only PS4 and PS5.
Yeah, I thought so. I thought it was just PlayStation. Yeah, I thought I was being wrong then. No.
I thought maybe I was reading something else. But for North America's, it's May 1st, 5 p.m. Pacific time, to May 2nd, 5 p.m. Pacific time. For the Europes, it's May 2nd, 2 a.m. 2 a.m. CEST, Central Eastern Standard Time. I don't know if that's what that is.
It's just called British time. You may as well.
Yeah. And for our vast collection of Asian viewers, May 2nd, 8 a.m. I'm guessing that's Hong Kong time, maybe? 8 KT?
Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
Could be. Who knows? You guys will have a chance to play 1 hour of the game. And yeah, I guess it's available for 8 hours. It's kind of the deal that to celebrate their to celebrate that it's Resident Evil 8. It's the 8th one. Yeah, 8 hours to play 60 minutes of the demo.
It's interesting that they've limited it. Although I've seen that more and more recently. Time limited demos.
Well, I mean, the most impressive thing I'm surprised and kind of happy about is they're allowing people to actually stream and play this demo out just online, broadcast it to everybody. Everyone's allowed to see what's happening, which I really dig. I'm definitely one of those people who hates the idea of streamers and influencers getting early access to things, and that's it. And no one else is allowed to see. No one else is allowed to know anything about it, because the access for them early enough is already bad enough. I think it's just that preferential treatment. I get it; it's free advertising still, but just that coupled with the fact that people aren't even allowed to see it at that point, it's kind of not a fan.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you on that one. Yeah.
So the fact that they're releasing this and they're letting people just show it freely to their audiences, I think that's a big plus. I think that's a great step forward for Capcom. Yeah.
I do have a question for you though on that topic.
Good.
Yeah, I'm just thinking to myself, do demos still work? Do you think?
What do you mean?
Okay, so did you play the Resident Evil 3 demo?
I did not.
So the reviews and everything was, Resident Evil 3. Wow, look what they've done with this game. Look how impressive it is. The game came out and it, it wasn't Resident Evil 3.
Oh yeah. I've been of this opinion for actually like the last 10 years that demos are shit, and they really don't have to be. One of my biggest ones, or sorry, I guess maybe there's a difference between demos and trailers as well, because back in the day when Dark Souls 2 was coming out, and the Dark Souls series, one of my absolute favorite franchises, the Soulsborne series, I guess you could say, definitely one of my favorites up there. DS2, they had a lot of promises and a lot of different things, a lot of things in the trailers. I don't know if they ever had a demo for it, but it becomes very misleading sometimes depending on the company. You can have demos that look one way, and then, like you said, the game comes out and it's just completely different. It's almost used specifically as a means to hype up the audience, just to sell the game. And whether or not the game reflects what the demo portrayed is just unimportant to them entirely.
Yeah, I mean, so what's the difference between a? Could you call it a trailer instead of a demo if you want to get an hour, like at the first hour?
I would still call it a demo. I mean, a trailer you can only see so much. With the demo, you do actually get to just jump in, and an hour is actually a really long time. Like, I'm worried for them. Like, are they sure they want to allow that much time?
I mean, you're not going to get too far in, are you?
I don't know. Like, look at speedrunners.
I suppose. Can you imagine someone completes it?
They only need an hour 20 minutes top sometimes.
Yeah. Someone streaming the entire game in an hour.
Yeah. So I'll see. We'll see. I guess I'm sure there's a artificial barrier of blockage somewhere in there to stop people from progressing past a certain point in the demo.
Yeah.
That way they don't just completely finish the game. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see what's going to happen. What about yourself? Are you a big Resident Evil fan?
I'm huge Resident Evil fan.
Really, I've always kind of erred more towards Silent Hill, kind of. Even though they don't really have a great track record of games, I just like some of the early ones.
Well, I'm one of the lucky ones to play the original when it first came out and remember it still. You know, so I remember doing that, and not only that, but when Resident Evil 2 came out, it's when I wrote my first ever little short story.
Oh, really?
Just called Resident Evil. Would you believe it?
Oh, it's like a little fan fiction, or
yeah, it was my first ever. And what was I? I would have been 11, 12, something like that.
Oh, really? Oh, nice.
Yeah, so yeah, it got me to my writing as well. So big fan of Resident Evil. I will say though, after 4, I am not a fan. Until 7.
Oh yeah. That seems to kind of be the
7 fixed it for me.
Which one was 7? That was the one with the swamp.
Person. Yeah, it's the first person one in the house.
Yeah. I heard that was a really great step forward. What have you been thinking about the remakes?
Remakes again. I thought 2 was good. Do you know what I would really like if they redid so you could change it to the original 2 and then the new 2, you know, whenever you wanted.
Like a little back and forth, kind of like Halo did with its
Yeah, so you can have both versions available. I think that would be nice, you know.
That might be
because
a
the
little
people
interesting.
the people who are getting into the games now, they're missing out on that wonderful top-down fixed camera setting.
You know, I unpopular opinion, I absolutely can't stand the tank controls.
Nobody can, but still, I think it'd be nice if you could play it again.
Oh, sure. Oh, the option, absolutely. I'm a big fan of just giving the option, just having it there, but not forcing it on players. I could not, growing up, when I tried to play the games, I could not stand the tank controls. Yeah, it was just so unbearable for me.
I will say, I do think tank controls for the Resident Evil series, anyway. It's what I remember the most about the Resident Evil games, the actual tank controls. Yeah, you got this great story and great horror narrative and the zombies and, you know, searching for save points with the ribbon. But the tank controls is the most overwhelming memory I have. Whether that's good or bad, I don't know, but
Marion amusingly loves the tank controls. Odd.
Yeah, no, the tank controls are good. Honestly,
okay. So my I guess my contention there is that they are bizarre, and this could just be a me issue, I guess. But I would make the argument that they are distracting, especially in moments of tension, and you know you're running down a hallway trying to get to the next door, and then the camera just changes, and so the controls change, and so it's very bizarre in that way.
See, I kind of disagree with you there because I think they suffocate you more, the tank controls and the fixed camera position, because you're forced to look at it from that point of view, and you've got no way of fixing it. You know, no way of changing that. I think that's really good.
I suppose it's something that throws me out of it, in that like it takes me out, in that I'm trying to now fight the controls as opposed to focusing on the game.
I mean, and also who can forget the whole, you know, opening doors, you know, for the loading screens and things.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You know. Did the remakes have that, or did they do away with it?
Oh, do you know what? I don't even. played them. I don't even remember.
It's been a minute, huh?
Yeah.
So yeah, the general consensus I hear a lot is that the first one was great,
Yep.
the remake, and then the second one they just cut out a lot of content. I
No,
had a
the,
friend
the
of mine.
second one's good. The third one's the one that I think they completely.
Oh, sorry, the third one. That's
Yeah,
what I meant.
the second one's
I,
amazing.
I forgot for some reason that they made 3 remakes already.
Yeah.
It's insane how fast they've done that.
I mean, I'm not surprised though.
Can we just just admire that for a second? Like they really made 3 remakes in 3 years, didn't they?
Yeah, it's got to be
Is that
close
the
to that.
timeline? Like that's insane. I mean, I suppose like once they got their engine down, like that was from 7, and I guess that was it. They were, like they just barrel forward with that. But yeah,
Yeah.
that was insane. Yeah, sorry. The consensus I heard is that the first 2 were pretty great, and then the third one, a lot of content got cut out of it.
Yeah, the third one they possibly didn't go far enough. You know, with the big main bad guy. Don't want to spoil it. I'm sure people have already played it, but they didn't go far enough for me. They should have gone further with it. Especially now you got the technology to do so. Do it.
Yeah. I've never been one to jump into it, but hey, I might. Maybe I will give Village a shot because it's kind of right up my alley with everything that I'm seeing. With everything that I'm seeing, 9 foot tall, sexy vampire ladies aside, uh, love the atmosphere, love the whole, uh, dare I say, Bloodborne esque setting, with the lichens and everything. But yeah, guys, there's a new trailer, so go check that out as well.
It does look good, I will say. It does.
It looks fantastic. Yeah, it's a very pretty looking game. I look forward to see what they do with it. Other than that, though, we do have a different announcement related similarly to Resident Evil, since they did just have their 25th anniversary, but also one of your favorite games, Dead by Daylight.
Super exciting.
So apparently, we're going to have some kind of crossover there between the two in June of this year. Uh, People are speculating that it's going to be the Boulder and Chris, the Boulder being the stalker.
That's pretty good. I mean, I don't know. I think if it, I don't know, you'd like to see Leon or Claire, wouldn't you? I think.
I love Leon. Personally, I think they're going to do Chris, and well, if they're promoting 8, they might do Ethan Winters and the vampire lady, Lady Dimitrescu, or how the hell you pronounce her name.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's too soon to be doing them.
That's the thing. Yeah, they could do that in a way of advertising the new game. But then a lot of old fans, a lot of OG fans, are just gonna not cry, but like cry out in wanting Chris and maybe the what is it, Nemesis?
Yeah, Nemesis. That's right.
Yeah, that's because that's the iconic one, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So it would only make sense that he'd be the stalker.
I don't know how he would fit in the universe, though. That's the thing.
Into what, DVD?
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
You can't really give him a rocket launcher, can you?
I mean, it'd be fun, but
That definitely be fun.
might be a bit OP.
Oh, just a little bit. That'd be interesting, though.
Yeah, no.
I mean, hey, maybe it'd be Wesker.
Yeah, I mean, Wesker. To be fair, you've not played it, have you? Because they just put a killer in, which is a bit Wesker-ish, I suppose. But with
very teleporty,
with a baseball bat rather than guns. Like,
yeah. Wesker doesn't use guns, does he?
Well, he's kind of.
Of course, I mean, like a past T-virus self-injecting himself. At that point, he just beats the shit out of people with his fists.
Yeah. So, I don't know. We'll see. It's June, right? It comes out June, I think.
June 2021 this year.
Yeah, we'll find out. And when does Resident Evil come out?
Let me see. When does Resident Evil itself come out? Good question. I don't think they've given us a date yet.
It should be on Steam, right? Surely. Is it on Steam?
Right.
Have a look.
Have a look for me.
I will do. I'll have a look.
But as far as I can tell,
yeah, May 7th it comes out next month.
May 7th. Okay, hey,
that's sooner than I thought, actually.
Yeah, that's actually really quick.
That's what, 2
So
weeks?
they're releasing it. Okay, so this is one of those things where it's just like I'm just a little about is that they're releasing a demo on the first, and then within 6 days they're releasing the game. What do you think about that?
Yeah, we've spoken about this, haven't we, before? Because at
Mm,
that point, if the game needs fixing, it's too late.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So
It's gonna be,
a
yeah.
lot. At least they're not calling it beta like some companies do.
Oh god, I hope not. Yeah, I've seen that too many times in which beta releases the game's just trash, and then well, that's it. We're releasing it in about a week, so there's really nothing else to do.
Thing is, though, if there's some serious problem with the game, they're not gonna be able to fix it in time, are they?
That's right there. That's the biggest problem. It's like, oh, even if you have issues, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna see a day one patch that's 80 gigabytes?
I mean, you could do, I suppose, or you're just gonna be broken for 2 weeks while they try and fix it.
hmm But yeah, so there you go, guys. Oh, and I guess the one last piece of Resident Evil related news that we also have is RE4. I believe you said is coming to Oculus.
That's right. Yeah.
Yep, RE4 coming to the Oculus Quest. Um, yeah, guys, go get an Oculus Quest 2. They're kind of cool. And,
Highly recommend it.
and you know what? That's a great segue for the Oculus Quest 2. Officially, will get wireless support for PC VR with AirLink. How about that, guys? How's that for a little segue, huh? Little transition.
I like it. That's a good segue. You did that pretty well. I think honestly, Oculus is they're doing good things. I know it's Facebook, but
It's Facebook, but it's good. It's weird.
I can't disagree with any of the ideas they've put in.
So the biggest, for anyone that's confused listening to this, the biggest issue right now with Oculus Quest 2 is that you need to have games installed on the Quest itself, in order to play those games. Um, so there's no kind of support for just playing straight from your library on your Steam or whatever, except what I believe is known as virtual desktop, which is a third party thing you just shell out $25 for, and that kind of works. Um, but now, or I think they talked about a little PC adapter of some kind, for you to be able to play a USB cable. In which case, that kind of defeats the whole purpose of it being wireless. But now we got something that's kind of beta testy esque. It's in its early stages, and it's known as AirLink. You'll be able to go into your Oculus settings, and you'll be able to go to the beta section, and it's going to be experimental, but you're going to be able to. Sorry. It's going to be a little experimental, and then after that, you will be, or after you flip on the setting, you're going to be able to see just like how it works. Um, Apparently, they say that you should have a wired connection for your PC, and you should play it pretty close to the router if you can, for a better connection.
Yeah.
So we'll see. The updates will be rolling out for that this month, later this month sometime, which is going to be very, very interesting. And it just makes me want to get an Oculus even more because, god damn it, it's looking good. I'm waiting. Personally, I'm waiting for the one game that for a game that's actually gonna win me over. You know, something that's gonna be worth my time. So far, the big ones for that are Beat Saber and VR Chat, but I'm just waiting for one more.
Beat Saber. Well, I've not done VR chat, but Beat Saber is highly addictive.
Oh yeah, I've played it a little bit. I could seriously see myself getting addicted to that, just getting hooked on that for hours.
Yeah, I've played so much of it; it's unreal.
Maybe you could explain it to me because I was actually confused as hell when I was playing it. Do you have to buy song packs or anything?
Okay, so I'm not sure on the Oculus how it works because I played it on Steam.
Yeah,
and via the Vive, the Index. So, you can buy official song packs for it, which is what you're meant to do. But if you go online, there are mods for it where you can download any song you want onto it, user created levels, that sort of thing.
I'm interested to see if that's going to be an option for the Quest 2 now with the AirLink, or if that's actually an option that already exists and I'm just unaware of it.
It would be good. I mean, my favorite song, which is an unofficial one, is Thriller by Michael Jackson.
Oh, very nice.
It makes you do the dance. It makes you go down and up with your hands.
Oh, fantastic.
And
That's
I love
awesome.
that. I love that.
Yeah.
Done it so many times.
Absolutely. So yeah, guys, go grab a Quest 2. It's actually pretty cool. I'm still waiting for the big MMO RPG game that inevitably is going to come out with Oculus Quest, where everyone gets their their online virtual reality avatar and they can run around. Basically, VR chat, just an MMO. Can't wait for that. That's coming one of these days. Sometime in the next 10 years, it's coming.
Is Resident Evil not doing it for you? Not tempting
you? Maybe not. I don't know. Just doesn't scratch that itch. I'm a medieval nerd, so that's what I want.
You tried Blade and Sorcery in VR? That's pretty good.
I've seen it. I don't know. Maybe the Quest. Maybe that would be fun on the Quest. Because yeah, there's definitely some stuff in there that I would definitely enjoy.
Or Skyrim?
I don't know. Does Todd Howard really deserve my money at this point?
No, not again. Not for a game that's released 100 times already. I will say as well, Skyrim. Skyrim is the only game in VR I had to turn off because it made me really nauseous.
Nauseous. Yeah.
Like I got really dizzy and I struggled a lot with it.
God.
I think probably because the graphics are terrible.
Well, as Todd would say, it just works.
It doesn't.
It just works.
It doesn't, Todd. Todd, it does not work. Take it back.
It just works, brother. That's it. And speaking of,
Todd.
medieval fantasy nerd stuff, another seamless transition. You're welcome, guys. We have Warhammer Vermintide 2.
I know you're looking forward to this.
I can't wait. This is a game that I've already sunk plenty of hours into, and I forget the studio itself. I forget the name. Is it something Shark or something? I remember the little logo that they always have at the beginning. Whatever they are, they're also working on Dark Tide.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Warhammer 40K style shooter. Same thing though, like very Left 4 Dead ish. They just do a fantastic job. Guys, if you haven't played Vermintide 2, Fat Shark, yeah, that's it. That might be it. Guys, if you haven't played Warhammer Vermintide 2, go for it. Like, it's a lot of fun. For anyone who doesn't know, again, Left 4 Dead style gameplay, fantasy, medieval magic kind of setting. If you're unfamiliar with it, of the Warhammer fantasy universe, really a lot of fun. And you basically just mow down a bunch of rats and zombies. It's great.
Pretty much it, yeah.
And they're getting a new expansion. April 20th, free update. Love that studio. Free update, and it's coming in 4 days. Like, come on. Oh God, I can't wait. Completely free. A bit of a hefty update from what I've been reading. I believe. Let me see here. 15 new locations promised. It's supposed to be almost roguelite inspired, which that just scratches two itches at the same time for me. That makes Odd a happy boy. But I think I saw somewhere it's going to be a bit of a chunky update. Not seeing it now. Whatever. But yeah, just leave your computers on, leave Steam running, and let that update go. Right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited.
It's a apparently new area that you're fighting towards called the Citadel of Eternity. For all us lord nerds, it is a place where you can gain the favor of your gods, a place where the gods answer prayers. Interesting enough. The idea being that certain locations you're going to have to move into very strategically with your teams. You have to plan out your weapon loadouts very carefully, and again, very roguelite inspired. And I think that certain areas are just going to be randomly generated. I think that's what they're saying with this, from what I've kind of read around it. So we'll see.
I do think it's probably not enough. I don't know. With Vermintide, it was just too much of the same thing for me.
What's that?
It's too much of the same thing, Vermintide.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's too much. Doing this, doing that, doing it again.
I agree definitely that there's a lot of having to do the same missions over and over again. And that is one criticism I will levy against the game. It does feel that way sometimes for quite a couple of games of its type. I know there was another one that my friends and I enjoyed called Deathwing. Same thing, Warhammer universe, except 40K, but very similarly for 4 characters, different loadouts and everything, and it just takes you forever to get to some of the end game material. Like you really have to go through the same missions over and over and over again. So, but I cannot talk too much shit because here they are releasing new locations almost every 6 months, and for free on top of that, which is fantastic.
Yeah. No, I mean the free
That's
updates is always nice, isn't it?
Oh, it's fantastic. But yeah, guys, go enjoy Vermintide 2.
I might re-download it again. Do you fancy playing it this week?
Oh, yeah, it's 4 days, guys. 4 days.
Fancy playing it now?
But yeah, what have you got? What have you got for us, Winto? You got any stories?
Me?
Yeah,
Oof.
not gaming related, just about you, about your life.
My life? You don't want to hear about my life. It's an absolute mess at the moment.
Well, tell us a tale about a game.
A game.
Like
I mean,
gaming news.
Couldn't tell you what I've been playing recently, to be honest.
What have you been into? Nothing.
I mean, I actually just downloaded a idle game, a free-to-play idle game.
You play idle games, really?
Yeah, they're all right, because I have them on in the background when I'm doing work.
Yeah.
So this one's text-based, and it's called Your Chronicle.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a fantasy one, so it might do something for you. You have to go and slay slime and go through dungeons and caves and kill goblins and level up your party.
There's one that came out earlier this year as a text-based RPG. I think it was called Dungeon.ai. It was really interesting. I think that was it. It was basically an AI that guys. This is free, by the way. Go fucking check them out. It's pretty damn cool. You just type into the text command prompt after you download it. Just shit that you want to do, like I run up to a guard and I stab him. Like it'll put you into different settings. It'll describe it. You can actually have like a rogue or a knight or this or that. It's a lot of fun. It's very hilarious especially when the AI starts fucking up, because it's not it's not that perfectly intelligent that it'll just have a perfect encapsulation around you written. But you could see the strings is a little bit, is what I'm trying to say. But it is fucking hilarious, guys. Go check it out.
No, I've been looking for an old school text-based adventure.
Mm-hmm. It is very funny, and it's actually like you can actually open it up to be multiplayer as well.
Multiplayer as well. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm. With other people online, it's actually hilarious. But yeah.
Okay, no, I'll definitely check that out. I'm on board.
Just a small little side tangent for anybody that might be interested. I know I really, I would have enjoyed Ghost of Tsushima had I actually been able to purchase it, but unfortunately, I'm stuck with my inadequate PC. But for those of you who did enjoy Ghost of Tsushima, you'll be interested to know that Sucker Punch Productions is actually currently looking for a new position for a multiplayer/network programmer. So heads up, they might be making some kind of multiplayer game.
That's exciting.
Might be interesting, because I definitely really liked a lot of the combat in Ghost of Tsushima. I think they did a really cool. I think they had a really cool take on the standard kind of sword combat, especially with like samurai setting and everything that they did. So it'd be really interesting to see if they were just going to take that and make it multiplayer out of it, or if this might be, who knows, a completely new game, completely new IP.
Yeah, no, I mean, sounds good.
Yeah, I guess we'll see.
Interestingly as well, I don't know if you saw this, but Apex Legends reached 100 million global players.
Oh,
really? Yep. I think that's only been out, was it 2 years, 3 years, something like that?
2 or 3, it has to be, right?
Yeah, so that's doing pretty well.
Can't have been out that long.
Considering it was kind of probably an afterthought for EA and Respawn, they've done well with it.
Yeah. Oh, it's good for them.
And some would argue maybe the best BR game. I'm not sure.
I think they would be definitely in competition with Warzone. I think we've talked about this before, Call of Duty Warzone, because I've played both, and they're both it's almost apples to oranges in a sense, where it's like they both have great stuff, and it's kind of hard to pit them against each other.
Yeah.
I think it would come down to like matchmaking and stuff. Funny enough, recently read that a lot of Warzone's player base, a lot of the cheaters that that have been plaguing Warzone, a good amount of them have been banned recently. So who knows? Matchmaking might be cleared up. So I think that's the worst thing, right? Nowadays is just
Cheaters.
just cheaters, just a lot of aimbot users or stuff like that.
Yeah.
Really bogs down the game. Really makes things a lot tougher.
Yeah, it's not great, is it?
Nah. But what can we do? Just cross our fingers and hope for the best. You did have a little bit interesting tidbit of news, a bit on the downside. Little unfortunate news with NVIDIA graphics cards, right?
Yeah, so unfortunately, NVIDIA have confirmed that their stock for the 30 series cards is going to go throughout the year. So you probably won't be able to get one.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
Talking to a friend of mine today. Literally, I want a new PC. I need a new one so badly. And that'd have been a lot of fun. That'd have been nice.
Yeah, I want one of the 30 series cards as well. With my PC. But yeah, no, they've said that it's going to last most of 2021, which is probably all of it. And that's all that's going to do is drive prices up, of course, as well.
Yeah.
So even if you do manage to get one, it's going to cost you maybe 1.5 times what it should.
Yeah. That's too bad.
It does suck.
Would you have even like putting yourself in the position of the developers, the creators of the card of NVIDIA themselves? Would you have even been able to like predict this kind of boom?
I think
this kind of demand for your product this year.
I definitely would have, because more people are at home than ever.
You think you would have?
So more people are bored, more people are streaming, more people are playing games than they ever have. Digital sales for games is through the absolute roof.
Right.
So yeah, I could see this happening all day, and they probably knew it was going to happen, but they've not done anything about it.
Right.
So unfortunately, I mean, again, it's if you limit the supplies, demand always goes up, which makes your company look like they're doing something really good. Because it means that you've got the new hot item that everybody wants,
right?
And you can't get.
I'm sure they're just creaming themselves over the opportunity of being able to just like hold this over their consumers. Because I mean, right, that's what any company would want, is just a high demand for their product.
The thing that annoys me the most, though, is that when you look at GPUs in general, whether you're NVIDIA or someone else, your graphics card's going to be taken to mine Bitcoin and all sorts.
Oh yeah,
that's the
big thing now.
Yeah, they get bought out anyway, so you're going to have a lot of supply for them, but you just don't do anything about it. So, it's partly, I wouldn't say an oversight, but I think they've definitely done this on purpose. But which is strange to me, because the thing is, if you make more, you make more money.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe they're using it to drive up the prices. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, again, they could be. I'm not one saying
it could just be blatant market manipulation. I wouldn't put it past big companies like that. But I guess we'll see. That's all the news I have for today. It's been a bit of a quiet week in terms of bigger stuff. Mostly the Resident Evil showcase and all the news surrounding that coming in the next few months. So, guys, keep an eye out.
Well, I don't know if you saw as well. It might be bad news for you. But
what is that?
Apparently, Bloodborne PC rumors have been debunked.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, there's rumors going around that Bloodborne was going to hit PC, but
I'm still holding out. They have to, right? Eventually, they have to. They have to cave.
Yeah, I mean,
I need that fix.
Apparently, developers are saying it's not happening. So, sorry to hurt you like that.
I guess we'll see.
The House of the Dead has got a remake for Nintendo Switch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the House of the
Oh,
Dead, good old classic
one
zombie shooter.
second. Keep talking. I will be right back.
Yeah, so the House of the Dead from 1996 for anyone old enough to have played it. It did have a home port on the Sega Saturn in 1998. The Saturn was ahead of its time by a wide margin. But yeah, House of the Dead remake is hitting Switch. So that's super exciting. I've got to say, I mean, whenever you talk about zombie games with people and shooters in general, well, not everyone, but House of the Dead is not always far from anyone's thought or memories. But yeah, looks pretty good as well. They've not got any gameplay trailer yet, but they've announced it at least, which is good. They've got an official Discord server up if you Google it. Ah, it looks interesting. Mm-mm. Oh, interestingly as well. So, speaking about Oculus as well, going back to the Oculus are going to hold their first gaming showcase, which is pretty big news because Oculus, I wouldn't say they're friendly towards gamers. Yeah, I know they have games and stuff, but they don't really do the best in terms of sharing it with others and promoting mods and that sort of thing. But they've got a gaming showcase, which is actually good news for us all because it shows that they're thinking about the market now, and you know, they might open it up to everybody else, make it open source. You still need to link your Facebook account though to play it, which is frustrating. But
all right, sorry about that brief interruption. You were saying House of the Dead. What is that, an old arcade shooter? I haven't heard that title in forever.
Yeah, 96 it was out.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I remember playing it in the arcade. I had a great time with it back in the day.
Oh man, when I was living up in Pittsburgh, there was a nice little barcade. It was actually a VR barcade. They had so many fantastic, like little um, old arcade shooters. You know the type of the plastic guns that are like tethered to the
Yeah,
machine and shit. Yeah,
yeah.
they had that for Alien franchise. They had it for Jurassic Park. They had a couple there. I miss that place. It's a lot of fun.
As someone who's done a lot of VR with drunk people, having alcohol and VR is a bad idea. It's just a bad idea.
Oh yeah.
I've seen a lot of problems. It doesn't end well. I don't recommend a VR barcade. Not good.
We had a lot of fun there because it was like an ice cream bar on the first floor with all the machines and everything, and then up top on the second floor, they had a bunch of old school systems as well as tables for a bunch of board games and tabletop stuff, and then in the room adjacent to that, they had the VR setup. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, it was great. I can't remember the name of that place. Hell, it might be shut down by now. That was a few years back before the pandemic hit. So, man, my heart goes out to them. Hope they're still doing okay.
Yeah, love to all the VR arcades out there.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I mean,
but yeah, if there's nothing else, I think we can call it there for today. I know it was a little bit of a short one this week, but hopefully we'll have a little bit more to talk about next week.
Yeah, I mean, last thing.
Oh sure. What you got?
Well, just a quick one, which is Fortnite has just got Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn.
It's got a what from Horizon Zero Dawn?
You know, the main character from Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah. What? Oh, Alloy. Yeah.
Fortnite's got her now.
She's in there now.
Yep.
I think my favorite's still Chun-Li.
Chun-Li, yeah.
that was a good time.
Chun-Li's a legend. Always will be. Of Chun-Li.
Yeah. For all our Fortnite fans, there you go. You can now play as Alloy. It's a weird overlap there of Horizon Zero Dawn. It's bizarre how many things are just getting thrown into Fortnite nowadays.
Well, they're massive enough, aren't they? The thing is, if you put your character at any part of your franchise into Fortnite, it's going to do well just from it.
Oh yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's just the whole base of the huge base of children that consume that kind of media. Yeah. They're all there. No, they're all there right now.
Like, I don't know how big Fortnite still is, but I imagine it's still
pretty good.
I imagine it's absolutely massive, yeah. But yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
That's all I've got.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for anybody hopping in and checking us out this week. We really do appreciate it.
Definitely do.
Come by again same time next week. Talk a little bit more, discuss what's happening, and yeah. Thank you for stopping by.
Goodbye, all.
Y'all have a good day.
Just want to say thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate it. If you could hit the like and subscribe button, particularly the subscribe button. It's around here somewhere. I don't know, one of the corners. But yeah, thank you for watching. See you next time.